And to his outside, out of Sioux Falls, the 18 of Corbin Erickson. Inside of row number 3, out of Hospers, Iowa, he drives the 66. It's Michael Wickers. And to his outside, out of Sioux Falls, the 87E of Clint Erickson. And inside of your final row, your defending champion out of Sioux Falls, driving the 57, it's Duke Erickson. Green flag underway. Heat race number 1 in the Papik Motors B Modifieds. Cars scrambling everywhere. Johnson out in front. He'll take the runaway down the backstretch, trying to take the 6 car with him. Dustin Cruz and him get away. A jumbled mess there behind him. Tyler Johnson with a nice lead there over Dustin Cruz, then the back ways. That's Duke Erickson into the 3rd spot. Then it's Michael Wickers in the top 4. Corbin Erickson looking to the outside. Wickers slides up in front of him. Clint Erickson now looks down low. Corbin shoots off the backstretch there. Down, he'll shoot down low this time into turn number 3. Corbin Erickson looks inside. He'll take it off of turn number 4, and he'll have the position. Clint Erickson trying to come with him. He'll come through the bottom side of the raceway. He'll grab that next spot as well into the top 5. Tyler Johnson still leads in the number 91 machine. Dustin Cruz trying to run him down in the 6th. Duke Erickson 3rd, then the Ericksons round out your top 5. Final lap here, and up the hill he goes. Dustin Cruz underneath of him. Tyler Johnson down the backstretch. Around the lap car he goes. Dustin Cruz around the outside. Now looks down the inside of a turn number 4. Checkers will fly for Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson, your race winner. Dustin Cruz 2nd. Duke Erickson 3rd. Corbin Erickson comes out 4th, and Clint will round out your top 5. Gonna turn them loose right away here off of turn number 4. Dave Kennedy, Jake Rannick lead them to the line. 8 laps the distance here. Papik Motors B-Mods. Rannick out to the early race lead, using that top line to get the edge. Down the backstretch he goes. Dave Kennedy into the 2nd spot, but here comes Johnson. Johnson sliding through the corner there, trying to go 4th to 2nd. They'll rub tires, put a little wheel. Nothing like getting a wheel mark on the 1st lap. Tracy Johnson into 2nd. Coster into that 3rd spot. Dave Kennedy, as the caution flag comes out over the raceway. Lots of action there right off the bat. One lap down into this race. Jake Rannick will lead them to the line. Tracy Johnson in 2nd. Then it's Coster, Caskey, and Sackett. Rannick once again pulls away down the backstretch. Tracy Johnson in tow. Coster goes with them. They put a little bit of distance between themselves and the back two cars. Sackett moves into the top four now as he moves to turn number 4. Jake Rannick with about a half a second lead over Tracy Johnson down the backstretch, keeping that cute 2-car links. Can Tracy regain? Tracy's gaining on him as they go into the corner, but Rannick gets away as they go down the front stretch and the back stretch. Rannick once again through turn number 4. He'll bring him around and lead him once again. All cars single file once again. Lots of good distance there between everybody running in tow. Rannick still out in front out of Sioux Falls in the number 1 car. Now Tracy Johnson off the pace, and here comes Coster. Coster gets into him and gets underneath as they go down the backstretch. He'll grab that second spot. Right side door slammed in on Tanner Coster's car, but still driving away into that second spot. White flag flies one more time around. Final set of turns, checkers will fly for Jake Rannick, your heat race winner. Rannick with the win. Tanner Coster in second. Tracy Johnson comes home in third. Oliver Sackett fourth, and Colton Caskey rounds out the field. Head flagman Cody Johnson going to turn him loose right away from the Vans Power Center flag stand. Agrivision night here at the Rapid Speedway to open up 2024. Kevin Joachim out to the early race lead. Trevor Kroc into that second spot. Lyndon Johnson coming around in that third position right now, followed by Derek Van Veldhuizen. New race leader at the line. It's the 52 of Trevor Kroc. Here comes Lyndon Johnson down the backstretch. He'll grab into that second spot. Trevor Kroc still with your race lead. Lyndon Johnson right on his back bumper. Kevin Joachim sitting in tow in that third spot. Johnson's going to go high. Joachim's going to look low, but it's Trevor Kroc with the race lead. Joachim back to the inside of Lyndon Johnson. He's coming for second, now looking for one. Joachim into that second spot. Can he get one more? Here comes Kevin Joachim down the hill, slides her around. He'll grab the race lead off of turn number 4. Now Joachim up to the top side there. Here comes Lyndon Johnson. He's going to pull even as they go down the backstretch with Kroc. Lyndon Johnson looking for that second spot, trying to take it away. He'll have it off of turn number 4. Trevor Kroc back into the third position. Now here comes Derek Van Veldhuizen. Van Veldhuizen wants some of him. Derek Van Veldhuizen going to look inside. Kroc will slam the door. Lap traffic coming into play now for Kevin Joachim. Joachim negotiates well. Lyndon Johnson can't handle it as good. Joachim now with some breathing room away from Lyndon Johnson. Kroc and Van Veldhuizen still your top 4. Kevin Joachim with over a 1 second lead on Lyndon Johnson through the final set of turns. Checkers will fly for your heat race winner, Kevin Joachim. Joachim, your race winner. Lyndon Johnson comes home in that second spot. Trevor Kroc third. Derek Van Veldhuizen rounds out your top 4. Jake Warnick out to the early race lead down the backstretch. Dustin Cruz coming with him in the number 6 car into that second spot. All sorts of character in turn number 1 and 2 as you see these cars bouncing around. Who can negotiate it the best? Car off the pace up the top of the hill. It's the 97K of Tanner Koster. Caution flag will fly over the raceway. Tanner Koster these guys are going to have to figure out how to negotiate it to either go down below or get above it. Jake Ranick out here in front. Dustin Cruz in that second spot currently, followed by Derek Van Veldhuizen in third. Kevin Joachim fourth. Corbin Erickson currently your top 5 running order. Back to green flag racing. Jake Ranick. Dustin Cruz to the inside. Warnick goes around. Heavy contact with Lyndon Johnson. Here comes another couple through. Dustin Cruz got a huge jump to the inside of turn number 1. Jake Ranick could not hang on, goes around in front of the field, and the accordion effect came through. Back under green, and Dustin Cruz jumps out and pulls away down the backstretch. Joachim now into that second spot, trying to run down the race leader. Car around in turn number 1. Caution flag will fly once again. Back under green here around the outside. Tyler Johnson on the move. Tyler Johnson around the high side. He's riding that rim. He's into the top two. Now can he get to the next one? Tracy Johnson back to the inside as they go into turn number one. Bouncing through the holes. Dustin Cruz' car a little upset. Here comes Tyler Johnson. Tyler's once again going to go up high. Tracy down low, side by side as they run for that second spot. Dustin Cruz, your race leader, once again bounces through the holes there on the bottom side of the raceway. Cruz once again down to the bottom side. Tyler Johnson around the high side. Now dealing with the lap traffic. That's going to move Dustin Cruz up the track. Tyler Johnson around the outside. Tyler Johnson down the backstretch. Side by side into turn number three. Cruz down low, Johnson up high. Dustin Cruz hangs on to the race lead. Dustin Cruz once again bounces through the holes around the outside. Tyler Johnson's got the race lead. Tyler Johnson now dips down low as he cuts off the lane. Tyler Johnson, your new race leader. Dustin Cruz right behind him. Now Johnson's going to go down low. Dustin Cruz will go up high. Cruz with a run down the backstretch to the outside. He'll look to the outside in turn number three. Johnson on the bottom side of the racetrack. Dustin Cruz trying to get the run. Cruz contact with the front stretch wall. Now dives down low. Johnson goes up high. Dustin Cruz once again, he's going to go low here in turn number three. Trying to get the run. Here he comes off at turn number four. Dustin Cruz back to the race lead. Cruz back out in front, but hits that hole once again. Cruz hangs on. Johnson once again down the backstretch. They'll chase each other through 3 and 4. Cruz down low. Johnson trying to go deeper. Cruz goes low here in 1 and 2 once more. Tyler Johnson to the high side. Traffic in front of him. Johnson with a run down the backstretch. Caught up in the traffic. Dustin Cruz goes below. They're going to split the lap car. Cruz off of turn number 4. Puts the distance between him and Tyler Johnson. Laps are ticking down. Once again, another lap car coming here. Car around in turn number 2. Caution flag will fly. Jaden Dahl bringing the caution flag out over the raceway. That'll reset them here. Dustin Cruz will bring him to the line here, looking for that green flag. Can he hold off Tyler Johnson? Johnson's going to look to the outside as they come around turn number 2. Here comes the run down the backstretch. Cruz still holding on. They'll chase each other through 3 and 4. Both cars on the bottom as they come to the white flag. One more lap here. Johnson's going to go 1 lane higher. Johnson looking for the run down the backstretch, side by side on the final lap here in the Beamont race. They'll pinch each other low. Up the hill they go off of turn number 4. Coming to the line, Tyler Johnson, your race winner. It took a little bit to get that one going, but once it did, Tyler Johnson, Dustin Cruz put on a show, and Tyler Johnson, your B-modified feature winner.
From the 9th spot to the top spot, a grudge match between you and Cruz. Walk us through that feature.
Well, he definitely had the benefit of a better starting spot and being able to kind of pick the line he wanted to be in. She was pretty dangerous up there running the high side, trying to get around him. And like I said, he had the preferred line, so I kind of had to just man up a bit and get after it. And, I got lucky a few times, had some good runs, and then had a hard time stringing together consistent laps. And that last lap there, I decided to try and enter turn one a little bit different and stay on his door, and I was able to get out the corner with him. So that was a hell of a race. I remember many times where I've gone back and forth that many times in one race.
That certainly was a good race. Who do you got to thank to put in a victory lane here tonight?
Ron Weber Realty, Schulte Properties, KS Engineering, Vanderbilt Race Cars, Mart Brothers Construction, Big J's Bar and Grill, and Chalks by Hammer.
All right, we'll let you celebrate here at Victory Lane.
Quick. My little brother's deployed, watching from Japan right now. So what's up, brother?
All right, saying hello to the family back overseas. Tyler Johnson will take home the feature win in the USRA B Modifieds.